City Council voted to scale back their multiplex planning so that only a few areas in the city of Toronto would be able to develop sixplexes. Okay, so to understand what's happening with multiplexes in the city of Toronto, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. And the beginning was a document called Expanding Housing Options in Neighborhood. And it all started with this. This was a bold move from the city of Toronto to dismantle their outdated zoning laws and allow up to fourplexes citywide as of right, which actually meant 5 units because you could do a fourplex plus 1 garden suite, which meant no lengthy approvals. It was a game changer, opened the door to gentler density in a city where single family homes have historically dominated. And you can't go to any other world city and find a single family detached house within walking distance to a subway station. And you also need to understand that the federal government has this thing called the Housing Accelerator Fund, where basically the federal government gives money to municipalities if they meet housing targets. And so they've really been pushing municipalities to upzone to gentle density, missing middle, multiplexes. And by early 2024, Housing Accelerator Fund deal with Ottawa pushed for sixplexes across all wards in the city of Toronto. And then it recently went to a vote. The goal of this was to try and get 55,000 new units by 2031, according to a 2025 Spacing Toronto analysis. But on June 25th, 2025, the dream hit a wall. City Council voted to scale back their multiplex planning so that only a few areas in the city of Toronto would be able to develop sixplexes. Fourplexes would still be allowed citywide, but sixplexes were only in downtown East York and the York wards, and fourplexes were available everywhere else. The federal government pushed back and basically said, if you don't do that, you're going to lose $30 million of your Housing Accelerator Fund money. And the pivot sparked a lot of outrage. The question becomes, why did politicians backtrack? And the big reason was local resistance and political caution. But since then, Mayor Olivia Chow has basically stated to her fellow policymakers that we need to get this thing done citywide, and we're going to remove development charges on sixplexes as well.